So, welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. The idea behind this lecture series is very simple. We want you to develop this habit of covering current affairs through MCQ because through that, you'll get to revise your current affairs. And side by side, you'll also get the much needed MCQ practice, which would come in really handy for your prelims examination. So, if you're serious about stage 1 prelims examination, then please make this lecture series a part of your daily routine because current affairs form a very important portion. 40 to 50% of the MCQs asked in prelims examination are directly or indirectly related to current affairs. Therefore, this lecture series would really help you out because by developing this daily habit, you would practice more than 1200 MCQs because these 4 to 5 MCQs would add up. Okay, you would have practiced 1200 MCQs before giving your prelims examination from the topic of current affairs alone. So make this lecture series a part of your daily routine and we shall begin today's discussion. Starting with question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding Jal Jeevan Mission. It was launched on 15th August 2019 to provide tap water connections to 16 crore rural households by 2030. The mission is being implemented by Union Ministry for Rural Development. As per WHO, this mission shall save 5.5 crore hours daily, primarily for women otherwise spent on collecting water. How many of the above statements are correct? Now look, Jal Jeevan Mission was launched by Prime Minister on 15th August 2019. Absolutely correct. And the aim was to provide access to potable drinking water to all rural households in India. Okay. Now the target set under Jal Jeevan Mission was to give piped water connections, tap water connections to 16 crore rural households. But the target was set for 2024, not 2030. Okay, though we have not achieved this target, but in the initial scheme, the target was never set for 2030, it was set for 2024. So the entire statement was correct except for this part. Okay, so this is false. Now, this scheme is being implemented by Ministry of Jal Shakti. Okay, not rural development. So this is also false. But third statement is correct. As per WHO, the mission shall save 5.5 crore hours daily for all the women who go to far off places for fetching water. Okay, so this part is correct. Only one, the answer is A. Question number 2. Consider the following statements regarding exoplanet named K218b. It is 124 light years away from Earth and is within the Goldilocks zone of its star. James Webb Space Telescope discovered dimethyl sulfide in its atmosphere, which is a biosignature for life on that planet. DMS is a volatile sulfur compound produced by blooms of algae floating close to the sea surface. Okay, now look, there was this planet discovered in 2015 by NASA's Kepler mission. Okay, the name of this planet was K218b. And why was this discovery significant? You see, most planets revolve around their star. Okay, in our solar system also, many planets revolve around our sun, our star. Now, some planets are too close to the sun. There, liquid water is not possible because the heat is too much for liquid water to exist. Some planets are too far off from their stars. Okay, there again, liquid water cannot exist in liquid form. Okay, it will be frozen. It's too cold for life to exist. But there is a zone where liquid water can exist and life can exist also. This zone is known as Goldilocks zone. And Kepler mission was basically interested in planets lying in this Goldilocks zone because we are actually searching for life outside our planet Earth. Right? So, this K218b was discovered by Kepler mission because it was found that it lies in the Goldilocks zone. So, we need to investigate it further because we might find signs of life over there. Okay, so first statement is correct. Now, recently, James Webb Space Telescope studied this planet further and it found dimethyl sulfide in its atmosphere. Now, the thing is, dimethyl sulfide is produced on Earth. Okay, it is a volatile sulfur compound and it is produced by algal blooms on sea. Now, if dimethyl sulfide is found on K218b, that means there are algal blooms on K218b also. And maybe algae is there, so life is there because algae are life. Okay, they are cyanobacteria. Clear? So, DMS is considered as a biosignature. Now, it was recently discovered by James Webb Space Telescope, and this has fired up the imagination of all scientists that life may be possible at K218b. Okay, so all three statements are correct. The answer is D. Question 3. Consider the following statements regarding hydrocarbon consumption in India. More than 90% of India's crude oil consumption comes from imports. India wants to increase natural gas's share in country's primary energy mix. India is the world's second largest consumer of crude oil after China. India's natural gas import dependency is close to 50%. Okay, so look, we consume energy through fossil fuels, right? Now, examples of these fossil fuels are, well, there is coal, there is crude oil, there is natural gas. Now, when it comes to crude oil, India is the third largest consumer in the world of crude oil. Okay, third largest. So, this statement is false. Now, the thing is, we consume a lot of crude oil, but we do not produce enough crude oil. Therefore, we have to import a lot of crude oil. Now, most of India's crude oil requirements are met through imports. And recently, as per the recent data, it is 88%. That means 88% of India's crude oil comes from imports. Okay, so first statement is also false. It's not more than 90%. Clear? Now, the thing is, India wants to transition to natural gas. Basically, we want to increase our share of consumption of natural gas from the current 6% to 15%. The reason is natural gas is better than crude oil and coal because coal and crude oil are more polluting. Natural gas is a little cleaner. That's why we are doing it. Okay. So, second statement is correct. Now, as far as natural gas is concerned, well, in that case, we are a little better because 50% of natural gas consumed by us is produced by us and 50% we have to import. So, fourth statement is correct. The answer is 2 and 4, C. Question number 4. Which of the following are not the reason for high food inflation during the year 2024? Long episode of La Nina conditions, warmer than usual winters and delayed onset, deficient monsoon phase between this. Okay. Now, the reason why year 2024 was that of high food inflation was because supply of food production or supply of food declined considerably. Now, why did it decline? Because there was deficient monsoon. Now, monsoon is important for kharif crops. Because there was deficient monsoon, kharif crop production declined, supply of food declined, food inflation. Okay. Because it was warmer than usual winters and delayed onset, rabi crops suffered. So, rabi crop production declined, supply of food declined, like rabi crop is wheat, kharif crop is rice. Okay. So, food inflation happened. So, both of them are correct. Now, what was the reason behind these two things? Warmer than usual winters and deficient monsoon. It was because of El Nino. Not La Nina, El Nino. So, first statement is false. They asked which of the following are not. So, one is not the reason. The answer is B. And last, consider the following statements regarding Electronics Components Manufacturing Scheme. It is the first dedicated PLI scheme to promote manufacturing of select passive electronic components. Yes, this is correct. The incentive shall be linked to investment in plant and machinery only. No. Investment in turnover also. Turnover also. Incentive for turnover also. Investment in plant and machinery and hybrid. So, incentive will be given for all these three things. The scheme has a tenure of 6 years. So, 1 and 3 only. The answer is C. And with that, we conclude today's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'm sure it has added value to your preparation. It would add more value if you revise this lecture as well. So please do not forget to do that. For revision, you can refer to our notes, and these notes are shared on our Telegram channel. The link to our Telegram channel is provided in the comment section below this video. So just click on that link and do your necessary revision. On that note, I'd be signing off. Thank you so much, everyone.